Well, hello and welcome to another edition of Minecraft Meetup. Today we are going to look at Minecraft World here, and we're going to be talking about coding with our coding agent again, but using if-and statements, making him have to look at things and decide what he needs to do based on what he sees or what he's detecting in front of him, beside him, below him, etc. So what I'm going to do is we're actually going to have him dig out some land here, because maybe we want to make like a pool or something, and so we're going to need him to dig out some land. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to push the C here, get back to Minecraft here. There we go. And I hope that you are seeing what I am seeing. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to go to my agent here. And when I click on agent, I'm going to have him teleport to the player, to me, because that's important that he's near me. Otherwise he can't operate very well. So I'm going to put that in here on start. We're going to have him teleport to me. And then we're going to have him, I'm going to have him go ahead and move forward by 1. Okay. So, and when he does that, he's going to move away from me by 1. And now what I'm going to want him to do is I'm going to want him to kind of detect some stuff. And in order to do that, that is going to actually be, I believe it's going to be some logic. So if something is true, then he's going to do something. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. It's kind of like a loop in a way. Okay. So, but we need to figure out what it is that he's going to see, or going to notice, that's going to be true. And what I want him to do is I'm going to actually want him to detect. We're going to have him detect something. I'm going to put this right in there. We're going to have him, the agent, detect a block, and we're going to have him detect that block below him, down. And if he detects a block below him, then we're going to have him do something else. We're going to have him destroy a block. And we're going to have him destroy a block below him. Okay. And we're going to have him do this. We're going to put a loop in here. We're going to have him do this 7 times. Okay. Okay. And I'm actually going to make this into a function. And we're going to call this function make row. Done. I'm going to call that function. Okay, actually, put the stuff in here first. So when he makes a row, he's going to detect a block and he's going to destroy down, but we also are going to need to make him move forward. So we need to add one more part for our agent here, and we're going to make him move forward by 1. So he's going to move forward by 1. And then if there's a block below him, he's going to destroy 1, and he's going to do that 7 times. Okay. All right. So we have that ready to go. So right here, then I need to put the function of make row. So we're going to call that right here. Okay. So let's see what that looks like. Okay. I think I did a little bit of that too. So I'm going to move over here and we're going to do it again. Okay, he just dug a hole 7 times. Now, what if I want him to turn to the right and to do it again? So I'm going to have him turn right, and I'm going to have him do it again 7 times. So let's do that. So let me go back into my code here, and I hope that you are seeing my code here. Let me see. Let me go in here and look. All right, and I hope that you are actually able to see all of the code. Okay, so we're gonna have him do that again. So we're gonna have him turn to the right. Okay, we're gonna have agent turn to the right. And what's nice is I don't have to write that piece of code again. I can just use the same function again for make row. So we're gonna call make row. So let's see what that does. I'm gonna kind of move back here and see he kind of did the same thing there. Okay, so now he went down here and he went over here. So now if I wanted him to do it again, I could actually make that a function, or I could make a right-hand turn, right? So first I'm going to kind of move away a little bit so that way he has some new territory to dig up right here. Okay, so right here I can have him, we can call make row, turn right, and call make row again. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out and I'm going to put this into another function. And we're going to call this function right angle. Done. And then with right angle, we're going to use this here. Put this up in here. Okay. And we're going to put this right here because this is another one of our functions. So now I'm going to call the function right angle. I'm going to put right angle here in my code. And this is how long my code is. And here's my function and here's my other function. So let's see what that looks like. Okay, so what would happen if I did function and function again? Let's see. So let's go back in here. And now I'm going to call right angle again. Put my right angle here. So now we have a right angle, and then he's going to do that same thing again. I'm going to see what that looks like. He's probably going to do it in the same spot. Yeah, he's doing it over here because I was facing the other way. Oh, we forgot to do something very, very important. We forgot to have him turn right again. So let's go back in there. See, this is why it is so important to check your code. All right, we needed to have him turn right after he did it again because we didn't put that part in there. All right, so let's try that. Look at that, we made a complete square. Now, what if I wanted to get that middle part done? How are we going to do that? We're going to make him turn right again, and then we're going to make him, we're going to make him turn right, and then we're going to make him move to the right. Okay, and then we'll have him do, it won't be 7 this time, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. It's probably going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be 6 first, one row, and then it's going to be 5 for the other 3 rows. Okay. So we're going to have to make another function, I think. Okay, so first of all, let me get out of the way here. We're going to move over here so that way he has a nice open spot to work in right here. And I'm going to push C. Okay, so this part's good. He's going to move right. So now we're going to have him turn right again. Okay, I'm going to have him turn right. And then now he's turned to the right, but now we need to move him to the right. So we're going to have him move to the right. So now he's going to move right. Okay, so now we need two functions. We need a function for we need a function for him to go to the 6, and then we need a function for him to go to the 5. And we're going to do the 5 3 times, but we're going to do the 6 1 time. So we need another function. Okay, so we're going to make new row. Okay, done. And when we make the new row, we're going to do the same thing that we did here. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to paste that, and I'm going to put this up here. Okay, so we're going to have him move forward, and then we're going to do some logic. Do the same thing. Actually, I can just copy this. Did it paste it? It sure did. And now I'm going to put this right up in here. Okay, so now if agent detects block down, then it's going to destroy down. Okay, and we're going to put this all in a loop, and we're going to put this 6 times. So we're going to make a loop, and we're going to repeat this 6 times. Okay, there we go. So now we can call make new row right here. And again, he's checking to see if there's something below him, and if there's something below him, then he's going to destroy it. All right. So now we made a new row, but now we're going to need to turn him to the right again. So we're going to turn him to the right. And remember, we said now he's got to do 5. So we're going to make another function. And we're going to call this one 5 row. Done. Okay, so now we're going to do this again. Okay, I'll bring this up here, put this in here, and we're going to do this, copy, paste, put this up here again, and it's going to be the same thing, but we're going to do this 5 times. And this is 5 row. So now we've turned to the right, and now we're going to add that function. We're going to call that function, call 5 row right there, and then we're going to have him turn to the right one more time. Oops, get back in here. I'm going to move this thing out of the way because it's really bugging me. There we go. Now I can see. There we go. Okay, so let's see what this is going to look like. Where are you? Oh, look at that. There's nothing underneath him. And you know why? Because I'm floating in the air. Let's try it again. Again, now you see why it is so important. Oh, he only did 1 and 1. Let's see what happened. Let's see. There's something happened with our code. Let's see. So make new row. Oh, I know what we did wrong right here. This needs to be inside of here. I don't know how I didn't see that before. And same up here. This needs to be inside because all he's doing is moving 1, and then he's detecting, and he's doing that 6 times. So that's why that one didn't work. So let's try that. Now that we've changed our code, Let's see if this works. This should work now. Okay, he did one row, and then he did 5, and then he turned to the right. So now we need to do another right angle, right? Because we're going to do that 3 times. So now we're going to do a loop, and we're going to have the loop call that 513 different times. So let's do that. Let's look at our code here. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this turn right, and I'm going to add this to the row 5. That's what I'm going to do. And let's see, and the row 5 is up here, 5 row. Because I'm thinking we're going to put it on the outside. He does all of this first, and then he does this at the end. So he has to do this first, and then he does this. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and do the function 3 times. So instead of putting the function in here, we're going to add a loop. We're going to put the loop in here, and we're going to say do it 3 times, and we're going to say do the call row 3 times. So now it's going to do exactly that same thing. It's return to the right, because everything that's in our function, it's going to do that same function 3 different times. So let's see what that looks like. Oh, he's going to do the same thing here because we didn't move him. And there's 2, and there's 3. All right. Okay. So what are we going to do now if we wanted to get that next row out? We're going to kind of do the same thing that we did with the 6 and the 5, but now I think we're going to do 4 and 3. So let's go over here and count those blocks just to make sure, because now he's already turned to the right. So we're going to move him to the right, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the rest of these are going to be 3s. Yeah, the rest of those are going to be 3. So we're going to do exactly the same thing as we did with the row 6 and the row 5. But we're going to do it with 4 and with 3. So let's go back into our code here and double check everything. So with the make new row, we repeated it 6 times. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do a new function, and we're going to call this one 4 row. Done. Okay, and we're going to click on this, copy it, and we're going to paste it right up here. It always pastes down there. I don't know why. Here we go. Okay, but now we're going to do this 4 times. So he's going to move the agent forward, detect the block, and destroy the block. He's going to do that. He's going to do that 4 times. And I think at the bottom here, we're going to make him turn right. We might as well add it to our function to make it easier for us. So we're going to turn right. Okay, so there's our row 4. So after this, we're going to call the 4 row. That's going to be right here. Okay, so now we need to do the 3, 3, and 3, just like what we did here. So we need to call the 5 row, but we're going to do it 3 times. So we're going to make a new function, and we're going to call this one 3 row. Done. And all I'm going to do is copy this, copy, paste, and it's going to paste it down here. And I'm going to bring it up here to my 3 row. And I'm going to make sure for my 5 row, I added a turn right at the bottom. So I'm going to add a turn right. Oops, right here. I'm going to make it turn right. Okay, so now in my code, I call row 4, but now I'm going to add a loop because I want to do it 3 times. Put it right here. And we're going to do 3 times. And what we're going to do is we're going to say call row 3, like that. Okay, and we're going to see how this works. Oh, I'm up again. So I'm going to go ahead and slide down here. He's still working over there. He's still detecting. But of course, he's not going to destroy anything because he's not finding any blocks because he's up above the land. Oh, looks like he was doing it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and code him. Going to push play, and we're going to see where he's at. Okay. Here's the right angle. There's the right angle again. Oh, I bet you I know something we forgot to do. We forgot to move him over to the right. So he's still going to be right there, and he's still going to do the same thing. And he's just not where he's supposed to be. He's having a hard time all of a sudden. Okay. So let's go back into the code. I just realized that after that. So when he finished with the row 5, we needed to turn him, because he turned to the right, but we need to also have him move to the right. So let's add that in there. Go ahead and add that one in there. To put my new earphone in here. Okay. So we're going to move him to the right here. Okay. All right. Let's see if that is going to work. Let's see. All right, let's move over here. Okay, he might still be working over there, but we're going to try right here. Okay. Let's see how he's doing. He moved over to the right. And now he should do the 5, 5. Okay, and now 4, 1. Oh, we only had him do 1. Okay, so with that, when we did the call 3, we did something incorrectly. Let's see what we did incorrectly there. Let's see, when we did that's the call row 3. And then row 3 is up here. Okay, let's see. This should actually say 3 times. 3. And he moves forward, and if there's a block down, then he destroys down. Okay, I'm not sure why that didn't work. Let's go back to our code here. Let's see. Call row 5. Okay, that should work for the 3 row. Because he did the forward by 1. Okay, and then he turns to the right. Okay. Yeah, I see my mistake. We're having him do 1 at a time. There we go. You see how we had to turn right inside there? So he's doing 1 and then turning right, 1 and turning right. Now he's going to do this 3 times and then turn to the right. That should fix it. That should fix the problem. So let's see what happens here. Let's see if he comes over. know what, let's go over here, try this again. I always forget to move a little bit. Looks like it's pretty good there. Let's see how much it fit that he, oh, it's starting to rain. Wouldn't you know it? Looks like it's working pretty good. All right, so let's try it one more time right here, just so we can see the whole thing. And I'm going to get up here because I don't think we're going to have time to do one more. Okay, and he's on the inside, and now he's doing 5 or 6, and now he's going to do the 5 and the 5 and the 5, and now he's going to turn to the right again, and 4 and 3 and 3 and 3. So now, if we move him to the right, we would do 2 and 1 and 1 and 1. So now we could take that same code and add it on, and I bet you, if you do that, you're going to be able to make a nice big box, and then you can actually have him go down and do it again on the next level to make it even deeper, and then you can have a nice pool. You can do all kinds of things with that. But now we know that we can have, if he sees something in front of him, if he detects a block, and you can have him even detect certain items like certain elements or certain types of inventory, that if he sees them, he gets them, and then actually he can dig them out for you. So there's a lot of things that you can do with your coding agent, not just have him build for you, but you can actually do if and statements. If he does this, then this will happen. There's also another if and statement where if there's a block, he's going to destroy it. If there's no block, then you can have him put something, or you can have him do something else. So there's a lot of things with the if and statements that you can do. If there's a block there, then you're going to destroy it. If there's no block there, you're going to place a block of a different color. So a lot of different things. So, but keep on the good work of coding, and next Friday we'll do coding again, and we'll take our agent even a step further. Until next time, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and we are going to, I'm actually going to stop hosting, confirm, and that's it for me for this. I'm going to go back over to my thing here, and we're going to say goodbye. It was nice seeing you all today. We'll be here again on Monday from 10:30 to 11 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Till next time, keep on crafting.